Last weekend for the Zydeco was a split. Both games were tight, and it needed extra time for Saturday to decide the winner. This week, the Zydeco are looking to take 6 crucial points in Athens against these Rock Lobsters. Welcome back here, everybody, here at Athens Ford Arena here in Athens, Georgia. My name is Brian Flores, bringing you tonight's FPHL matchup between the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Athens Rock Lobsters. Last weekend for the Zydeco, they snapped a 2-game losing streak by a nail-biting 5-4 game in regulation after they lost to the Bobcats, winning in overtime the very next game, 3-2. Lobsters so far heading into 2025 had a season split against the Columbus River Dragons, winning the first game 5-1, but dropping the second game 5-2. Tonight they're looking to rebound against the Zydeco, but the Zydeco, they're trying to keep a good thing going. It's the Zydeco and the Rock Lobster, and it's coming up right here in Athens, Georgia on the Zydeco YouTube channel. Zydeco Hockey is brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm, reputation, respect, results. Capital City Produce, always fresh, always easy. Preston Environmental Solutions, and E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching. When we get back, we'll recap what happened last weekend, and then we'll get you to the numbers here between the Zydeco and the Rock Lobster. Stick with us right here on home of Zydeco Hockey, the Zydeco YouTube channel. This Zydeco warm-up is brought to you by Fidelity Bank, here for good. Welcome back here, everybody, to... Oh, there we go. It actually worked this time. Welcome back here, everybody, to Athens Ford Center. Last weekend, the Zydeco were in an intense game against these Bobcats in Blue Ridge, over there in Raising Cane's River Center. The first game would be what looked like a laugher, but as the third period rolled along, the Bobcats kind of struggled, and the Zydeco, they took advantage. It all started on a power play goal. Nick Cantola made it 5-3 with 10 minutes left to go on a power play. Then Kevin Zabad, with 5 minutes left to go in the game, would make it 5-4 again on the man advantage. But that would be it, as the Bobcats would escape with a win in regulation. In the second game, the Zydeco would strike first thanks to Scott Chirac, and just 5 minutes into the game. But in the second period, it was Garrett Johnson just 20 seconds into the middle frame, making it 2-0 for the Zydeco. 10 minutes later, the Bobcats would retaliate, making it 2-1. And in the third period, Chirac would find his second goal of the game, making it 3-1 for the Zydeco. The Bobcats would score again to make it 3-2, and with 40 seconds left to go and the net pulled, the Bobcats would tie the game, sending it to overtime. But in overtime, Tyler Larwood would net the game winner, sending the Cats packing and giving the Zydeco their first win in 2025. Tonight, against a red-hot Lobsters team, they look to capture 3 crucial points after being just 2 points down of the division leaders. It's a tight race to the playoffs, and it's only January, so it's 3 crucial points here to grab tonight, and another 3 crucial points tomorrow on Saturday. When we get back, we're going to be looking at the numbers here between the Rock Lobster and the Zydeco, so stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh? Buddy, watch this. Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott, come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
At Don's Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don's Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our clients' location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me.
Y'all know what's coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services days. We'll handle it all with care. Passion. Church funeral services.
Welcome back here to the Zydeco pregame show. Let's take a look at By the Numbers. Taking a look here at the records for both teams, the Athens Rock Lobsters standing at a 7-3-2-4. That's good enough for 6th in the Continental Conference. Don't let that fool you, though. They do have 8 games in hand. But let's take a look at the good guys. 10-7-3-7 go the Baton Rouge Zydeco, and they are 2 points away from tying the division lead. And if they can get a 3-point here and a couple of other losses that they can rely on, they'll end up number 1 overall in the conference. Let's take a look at the power play percentage for the Zydeco tonight as they saw an improvement from last weekend. They improved their power play to 21.3, still 4th in the division, but they're still trending in the right direction even though they lost a decimal point, over the weekend. My chemistry teacher used to say every decimal point matters, but you know what? As long as you're trending upward, that is all we care about. And on the other side, for the Zydeco, their PK stands at 82.8, and that is 5th place in the division. Again, these rankings are a little low, and they have improved over the past couple of games. Middle of the pack, the Zydeco will look to net a few power play goals over the weekend and look to stay out of the box. Taking a look now to the Rock Lobsters special teams. Their power play stands at 15.1%, which is 1 place lower than the Zydeco. The Zydeco, with their improving penalty kill numbers, look to use this as a stepping stone to get their PK where it needs to be. On the other side, for the Rock Lobster, it is a completely different story. 84.3%, which is 2nd in the Continental. The Zydeco, with an improving power play, have something to prove here tonight, and they'll look to create some momentum as their power play is seemingly heating up. Next up are the goals for and goals against here for the Zydeco, starting off with their impressive 98 goals for this season, 2 shy of an even 100, which is 3rd best in the FPHL. Offensive output, though, has never been a problem for this team. On the other side, their goals against is a similar story, though not to the same degree. 77 goals against. The Zydeco are 4th in the conference and 5th in the league. Total number ties out to a Continental 2nd best, plus 21. Currently, they're actually tied with these Rock Lobsters. For the Zydeco, they just got to make sure they keep pucks going on net. And much like they did Saturday's game against the Bobcats, have a fast start and keep peppering them. Moving on here to the Rock Lobster. Their goals for and goals against may be skewed because they're just 19 games into the season with 8 behind the Zydeco. So far with 70 goals for, they are 6th place in the conference. Still impressive though after 19 games having already 70 goals. And their goals against is standing at an impressive 49 goals against. Again, tying the Zydeco at a plus 21. So, what's the key for the Zydeco? It is fast start early, and get as many shots on the net as you can. As you guys may have remembered last weekend, they had a kind of Jekyll and Hyde mentality against the Blue Ridge Bobcats. In Game 1, they were very slow to start. Their final 20 minutes was their strongest 20 minutes. And it was pretty much on the flip side when it came to that Saturday game. Started off very strong, 3-1 going into the first half of the game. But when it came to the latter half, it was not exactly the best. leading to a tie, leading to overtime, but they were able to come out with a victory. So these Rock Lobsters like to play the long game, so if you fall behind the 8 ball in the first 20 minutes, it's going to be a tough time to play catch-up here. Next up, it's going to be the Schmokey Law Firm starting lineup, and then after that, start of the game, puck drop, and it's going to happen right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh? Buddy, watch this. Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald. Scott. Come on in, Scott. Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
Welcome back here inside Athens Ford Arena. As you can see in the Jumbotron behind me, everybody to their feet because to the home team ice come the Rock Lobsters. Starting lineup here present to you by Schmokey Law Firm. Starting on the wing is going to be number 13, Shane Haggerty. Haggerty so far this season, 27 games played, has a team-leading 15 assists for 19 points. On the other wing, at the left side, is going to be number 2, Aaron Sheehan. Sheehan actually got his first goal last weekend against the Blue Ridge Bobcats and his return here to Baton Rouge. And they're both going to be centered by Kevin Zabad. Leads the team in goals and in assists, 11 goals and 23 points. On the defensive side, you have number 4, Rio Namiki, after 27 games played, has a single goal, 8 assists for 9 points. And his defensive cohort, his partner, is going to be Brody Thornton, number 17. 20 games played, 7 goals, 9 assists for 16 points. And starting in goal, as if you had any doubts, number 1, Brendan Colgan. The Withrood, Pennsylvania native stands at 12-6-0-1, has a save percentage of a .916 and a goals against average of a .263. 2 shutouts on the season, already tying a career best for a single season. Has a chance to break that tonight, but we're just going to have to see where the chips lie. When we get back to you, puck drop here at Athens Ford Center here in Athens, Georgia. Coming up right after this.
All right, Scott, good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Welcome back here inside Athens Ford Arena here in Athens, Georgia, where we're just about set for puck drop here on this very brisk Friday night in January. And when I say brisk, man, it is cold. It is bone-shiveringly cold. But in the arena, it's actually a little bit warmer, at least up here in the press box. Beautiful arena here at Athens Ford Arena. Brendan Colgan is standing to my immediate left, and to my far right, number 34, Josh Rosenzweig. Both goaltenders red hot for their team, although one of them seems to be cooling off in Josh Rosenzweig. Last game out, he got the yank, he got the hook after allowing 5 goals against the Colorado River Dragons, or beg your pardon, 3 goals in 9 shots. Looking for a little bit of redemption here tonight, and on the other side, Brendan Colgan had a victory in overtime last night, and now looks for another one. Gliding in to take the draw is Shane Haggerty. He'll be facing off against number 10, Garrett Milan. Drop of the puck, and we are underway here in Athens Ford Arena. Just underway here in the first period. Here come the Rock Lobsters into the Zydeco zone. Toe dragging one, has it across. Now out to the left circle, dropping it off to the blue line. Giving it across now out to the point. Dumping it around the boards, and it'll trickle its way back down into the near corner. Puck goes out to the blue line. Lodge giving it across. He'll try to chip this one back in. A little bit of a chase here as it's head along by Golrikov. He'll play this one across, out to the near boards, and a shot. That one gets blocked out by Zabad. Zabad trying to play this one back down. That one gets taken away by Troy Murray. Murray, who spent time in the SPHL with Quad City Storm, able to get this one across. Out to the Baton Rouge zone. That gets taken away by the Zydeco and cleared all the way back down. Rock Lobster with possession. Through center ice, poke checked away, and now back of the way. Here comes Jake Cox. He'll elect to play this one back down to McGuire, who's sporting the number 15. I was wondering what number he was going to rock, so now I know. So, McGuire will pitch this one back in to the Rock Lobster end, where it's played off now by Athens. That gets taken away and slapped back in by the Zydeco. Not enough for an icing, says the linesman. Rock Lobster with possession back in their own zone. They'll wait behind their own net. They'll try to pitch this one out to the near side. Philip Vigili will try to play this one across, out from the end boards, as Kolarski will have it. It'll be played on now by Kleber. Kleber all the way back down. That'll be played now out across by the Rock Lobster. Held up and hit around the boards by Kolakarsi, as that one gets headed off by the Zydeco. Zydeco with a wild shot going in on net, and electing to keep it in his glove is Josh Rosenzweig. 17:50 left to go here in period number 1. Still scoreless, as we have a face-off into the Rock Lobster zone. As I mentioned, a tough start to Friday's game last week, trying to mitigate that this week here against the Rock Lobster, as the Zydeco win the draw, giving it across. Out in front, that gets taken away. Back of the way, here comes Brendan Reller. Reller has it to the right circle, and a shot, scores! Brendan Reller, the former Bismarck Bobcat, finds his second goal here in the pros and makes it 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Now gliding in to take the draw. Athens with possession from the neutral zone. They'll try to dump this one around the boards. Held up by Colgan. Right behind the net. That gets taken away by the Rock Lobsters. Taking up by Haggerty. And now back the other way. Here comes Kevin Sabad. Sabad, who leads the team in goals. Trying to get this one across into the end boards. Picked up now by Hunter Alden, as Alden turns this one over. Out to the end boards. Now out to the near corner, where it's played off now by Dmitry Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov gets this one taken away. Poke checked aside, as the Rock Lobsters now have it. Here come the Lobsters into the Zydeco end with a shot, and it goes off the glove, and a rebound out in front, and a good save by Colgan. After that, puck just bounced in and out of the glove of Colgan, as that one gets played across by the Zydeco deep into the Rock Lobsters territory. They'll try to play this one back down. Jake Cox out to the end boards, and that one will be played all the way back down into the end boards of the Zydeco zone. That gets taken away by the Rock Lobster. Have a chance out in front. That gets taken away. Pass out in front. Saved by Colgan. As the Rock Lobsters have a grade A buxom chance, and Colgan slams the door shut. Atkins Ford Arena here, as the Rock Lobsters strike first, but not able to strike again, as Brendan Colgan shuts the door. Melvin Gordon giving it across out to the near side. He'll pitch it across out to the far side as Jake Cox with a shot, and that one goes off the leg paddle of Michael Greco. Greco out to the corner as a puck battle ensues, where it's picked up now by the Zydeco. Trying to get this one back down from the end boards. Now out from the far side, right behind the net. Zydeco with possession, trying to spear this one across, or the Rock Lobster. Sharp angle shot, and that one gets saved off by Rosenzweig. 15:56 left to go here in period number 1, and it is 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters, as Brendan Reller is able to kick the scoring off. Tyler Larwood gliding in to take the draw. He'll be facing off against Brendan Ronan, and off the draw. They'll try to play this one back out to the corner. That gets taken away by number 15, McGuire. McGuire trying to hold the line. That gets taken away by the Rock Lobster. Back of the way, here comes Brendan Reller, already with one, trying to find the other. That gets taken away by the Zydeco and cleared all the way back down into the neutral zone. It gets headed off now by the Rock Lobster, as they'll lead this one back into the Zydeco end, where it's played off now by McGuire, trying to clear the zone, and as that one gets chipped up and out of play, and we'll get a face-off here with 15:24 left to go. 15:24 left to go here in period number 1. Your score is 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Shots on goal, 3 for the Rock Lobsters and 2 for the Zydeco. Face-off will find its way to the far left circle of the Zydeco end. And now off the draw, Zydeco. They'll play this one back down into the near corner, where it's played across, and a sharp angle shot gets saved. And a rebound out in front. Good save by Colgan, and he will hang on tight. 15:12 left to go here in period number 1. 1-0 your score for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Shane Haggerty gliding in to take the draw. Facing this one off. That gets one off by the corner. They'll play this one out in front. Now out to the point. Athens out from the blue line with a shot, and that one gets blocked away by Rio Namiki. Out to the far corner where it's played off now from the end boards. Haggerty from behind his own net trying to give this one across to Rio Namiki. Namiki nearly turning it over, and now that gets turned aside. Rock Lobsters able to turn this one across. That gets taken away by the Zydeco. Back in the way, here comes Haggerty. Top of the right circle, trying to get this one out in front as Kevin Sabad now has it. Out to the blue line, not able to find a streaking Rio Namiki, who gets beat out in front. Rattler with a shot, and he hits the iron. Rebound, that goes wide, and a third try Milan has it right up front. That one gets played across out to the blue line. From the blue line, top of the right circle, and winging this one around to the Rock Lobster. He'll get this one across, out to the near boards with a shot, and it gets blocked away. Kuznetsov not able to clear. Now able to get this one as far as center, settling it down, keeping in the zone. That one gets taken away and dumped across. And now here comes Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov with a shot, and it goes wide. The Zydeco have to thank their lucky stars. 3 straight empty net chances for these Rock Lobsters, and they miss all 3 of them. And now here come the Rock Lobsters again with a toe drag, and they loses the puck on that one as Chirac now has it. Chirac back in the way. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Gordon, top of the right circle. Give him, get across the left circle. Left shot. Save out in front by Rosenwig. What a save going from left to right. That was an absolute heart-stopping save on both ends as Kleber now has it. Kleber from the neutral zone. He'll try to skate this one back into the left circle and a backhand try, and that one misses the net high and wide. Picked up now from the near side by Jake Cox. Going it around. Larwood out in front and not able to go. Back in the way. That one gets taken away by the Zydeco. Able to keep this one back into the neutral zone now as that one gets picked up now by the Rock Lobsters. Out to the near side of the Zydeco end. That gets taken away as the Zydeco had a chance for a breakout, but that one gets taken away by the Rock Lobsters. As Alexandrian turns into a big hit. And now the Rock Lobsters, fresh off a line change, will elect to just dump this one back into the Zydeco end. Headed up now by Baton Rouge, turning it over as Brendan Reller, hungry for the puck. Trying to leave this one back out for McGuire. That gets taken away by Larwood. Larwood from the near boards, giving it across to McGuire. Cross-ice pass. He'll find Siholik. Siholik will wing this one around the end boards where it's picked up now by the goaltender and cleared by Josh Rosenswag. Out to the near side, here comes Katola from the neutral zone. That will be dumped across adjacently into the far side where it gets picked up and cleared out by the Rock Lobster. Playing a little bit of hot potato here so far, as Katola now has it with 11:52 left to go in period number 1. Katola will get this one across from the near boards. Johnson trying to give this one up to Sabad. Sabad out for Haggerty. Haggerty into the Rock Lobsters territory, trying to find it back to Kuznetsov, but that one gets taken away by the Rock Lobsters. Punched along and tipped out into the Zydeco end as the puck rolls all the way back down, and a clearing attempt. Dangerous there as that one goes into the bench area. Luckily, everybody seems to be okay. And no, actually, I will say not. Trying to see who that is, who got the puck shot to the Coconata. Have a little bit more for you as we step aside here. 1-0 your score with 11:26 left to go here in period number 1. We'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors: Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Property Services, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks Wilscott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. We'll get right back to you right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here to Athens Ford Arena. 1-0 your score for the Athens Rock Lobsters. And now off the draw, Haggerty wins this one back. He'll leave this one off for 17 in black as Thornton turns this one over. Back the other way. That one gets played across by Haggerty. Out to Dmitry Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov from the near side of the Athens zone. Haggerty out to the blue line. Thornton from the blue line. He'll try to twist this one away, and that one gets soccered away all the way back the other way as, again, Brendan Colgan, this time a lot less eventful on the offensive side of things as Colgan able to get to the puck first. Out one gets pinned to the boards as Kevin Sabad trying to play this one back. That gets taken away by Brody Thornton. Thornton through center ice into the Rock Lobsters territory. He'll try to leave this one back for number 10, Dmitry Kuznetsov. That gets taken away, and a breakaway here for the Lobsters. Out in front of shot. Good save by Colgan! As Jake Cox tries to leave this one back, and Brody Thornton will just spear this one deep into the Lobsters territory. You know, I don't know why I got so tongue-tied on that last one. I said Lock Lobsters. That is, that is not how you say that name. The Rock Lobsters. They have a really cool logo, too, as the Lobsters streak this one down Main Street, giving it across out to the far side of the Zydeco end. They'll play this one back from the other end, and a shot, and that one gets saved by Colgan. Hitting the paddle of Brennan Colgan. Short side now, here are the Lobsters. Stopping this one from the near right circle. They'll try to play this one back down. Out from the side, and a shot from the blue line gets taken away. And now back of the way, here comes Shorrock, giving it across. Stopped up, top of the left circle with a shot and a good save. Rebound as Katola now has it. Katola from behind the net. Trying to play this one back out in front. That gets taken away by the Lobsters. And they'll play this one out to the near side. A little bit of a DJ error there here in-house as that one gets blown aside out to the near boards. That one gets taken away. Here comes Garrett Milan. Milan out from the near side. Punching it along to the far boards, where it's played on now by Brendan Reller. You can never mistake Mr. Reller as he has it now down and deep in a shot, and that one gets saved up by Colgan. Colgan out to the near side from the slot, and a shot, good save. Top of the left circle, giving it out to the bottom of the right circle. Out in front, and a good save by Brendan Colgan yet again. 8:51 left to go here. Rock Lobsters are buzzing as the Zydeco looking to slow them down. It's 1-0 Rock Lobsters. We'll get back to you here in Athens, Georgia right after this.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremontes.com, 225-751-7665.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me.
Y'all know what's coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand.
Welcome back here inside Athens Ford Arena. Face-off will fall to the far left circle of the Zydeco end. Off the draw, Haggerty wins this one back to Rio Namiki. Namiki gets pinned to the boards as that one goes across out to Brody Thornton, shoving it along to Kuznetsov. Back of the way. Here come the Zydeco, top of the right circle. They'll try to leave this one back down, and out from the end boards, they'll try to play this one across as Kevin Sabad. Sabad will turn this one over. And now back of the way, here come the Athens Rock Lobsters into the Zydeco zone. From across, out to the right circle, near side. Stopped up from the end boards, and that one go out to the blue line with a shot tipped on goal, and that one gets saved off by Colgan. Stuffed off out to the end boards, where it's played off now by the Rock Lobsters. They'll try to play this one back as Gallant will leave this one out for Virgili, but that one will be called for a hand pass. 8:05 left to go here in period number 1. Your score is 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Face-off will go right outside of the Zydeco end. Jake Cox will face off against Hunter Eldon. And now off the draw, Cox able to win this one back to Katola. Katola pitching it across to McGuire. McGuire from the end boards trying to get this one out to the center ice. He does. That gets played across now out by Matthew Garcia. That will be played now by McGuire. Drop pass. And he'll try to find Jake Cox off of a board pass, but that one finds the stick of a Rock Lobster instead as that one goes up and out of play, nearly missing our bus driver and equipment manager, Keith. And that is very bad, because we don't have another bus driver, and Keith is one of a kind. Truly, he is actually a really cool guy. I'm going to give you a Keith story right after this next stoppage. Just my little appreciation towards a guy who works very hard for this organization. As that one skitters all the way back down into the end board, stopped up now by the Rock Lobster. That one gets poke checked aside by Jake Cox, and he'll just elect to skirt this one all the way back down into the Rock Lobsters' territory. It's played off now by Athens. Here come the Lobsters. Out to the near boards. Alden centering it out to Brendan Reller, who's not able to finish. Out to the near side of Katola. Gordon trying to find it back to Katola from center ice, and they'll just trickle on in to the Rock Lobsters' territory as goaltender trying to get this one across. Rosenzweig, not enough mustard on that one as a big hit thrown. Now back of the way, here come the Rock Lobsters. Lodge has it to the right circle. Stopped up to the slot and a shot, and that just gets tipped wide. Picked up now by Garrett Johnson. Johnson through center ice, giving it across. Siholic from the right circle, a shot, and that one gets saved off. Back of the way, here come the Rock Lobsters. Out to the near boards. Lodge across, out from the slot, and a shot saved by Larwood as it never even got to Colgan. Back of the way, here come the Zydeco with a shot, and it gets saved as that one will be played all the way back by Garrett Milan. Rock Lobsters into the near side. Lodge giving it across out to the right circle, and a shot saved by Colgan. And a rebound picked up by Larwood, leaving it out for Kleber as Kleber not able to clear. Held in at the blue line. They'll play this one out to the slot. Out from now the right circle, onto the left. From the slot, a shot saved by Colgan. He dove back to make the glove save. What an absolute heart stopper of a glove grab by Brendan Colgan. Floundering like a fish, and he's able to find the bait, I guess. I should have said worm, not bait. You know what? That's what happens when you try to go 2 steps ahead of a highlight reel save. Anyway, I promised you a story of our bus driver Keith. So it was right after the New Year's game. We headed back from Monroe. It was my first travel game here with the team. And what do I forget on the bus but my wallet? As this one goes in but off sides. Keith, who actually made sure that everything was off the bus, left. And I was there in my car, and I'm like, well, I can't go home because, if I get pulled over, man, that goes from a speeding ticket to an arrest. So I call up Keith, and he says, you know what, no problem. He comes back, even though he was halfway home, and he makes sure I have my wallet. And what does he say? He doesn't yell. He doesn't give me a stern talking to. He tells me, well, you know what, I didn't want to leave you without your wallet. That's not the best thing to do, so why don't you get your wallet, and you know what? We're all good. What a man. What a guy. I love myself some Keith. 5:02 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 your score for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Out from the blue line. They'll play this one out from the near side. And now from the right circle. Stopping this one from Rio Namiki. Trying to leave this one out for Shane Haggerty. Haggerty from the near boards, trying to turn this one around, finding Kevin Sabad. Sabad gets held up, no call. Rock Lobsters pitching this one across out to the far side of the neutral zone, off the boards, and now here comes Milan. Garrett Milan. Trying to leave this one out in front, that gets ticked along, and a shot just going wide. Picked up now by Kuznetsov, leaving it out for Chirac. Chirac has it from the near side, right circle, the Athens zone, and a shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. Picked up now by Gordon. Gordon trying to sustain some offensive pressure here, giving it across to Katola, as that one gets swatted at and cleared as far as centered. It's a lot of back and forth here, and not necessarily in the generating offense way, as Gordon now has it from the right circle. Stopped up with a shot, and that one just misses the net. And a pickup now from McGuire, leaving it across. Out in front of the shot, and that one gets saved. Rosenzweig had to keep his head on a swivel there. Back of the way, Brendan Reller a shot, and this time he hits the glove of Brendan Colgan. We'll step aside here. 3:35 rather, beg your pardon, left to go here in period number 1. Your score, 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Shots on goal, 13 for the Lobsters and 6 for the Zydeco. We'll get back to you right after this.
Where to begin? At church, funeral services, we'll handle it all with care. Church, funeral services.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Welcome back here inside Atkins Ford Arena. 3:35 left to go here in the first as we continue this back and forth game. A lot of offensive chances here for both teams, but not a lot of offensive sustained zone pressure. As Rowan has it with a shot out in front and a good save as that one gets swatted out to the near side. From the corner, picked up now by Haggerty, and that will be played across by McGuire, and that one will squirt by. Not able to clear it as the Rock Lobsters still with possession. Giving it back to Alden. Alden from the far side, from the corner, trying to twist his way back into the slot. They'll get this one across, and a shot from Brennan Reller just goes to the wayside. And, you know, that's a little bit of a microcosm of what I mean, where it's like it's a lot of offensive, you know, chances, but not a lot of pressure as Reller gets this one out to the slot, and that one gets taken away by Kevin Sabad. Sabad trying to clear, and that one gets suckered away as that one's called for a hand pass. 2:46 left to go here in the first. 1-0 your score for the Athens Rock Lobsters. I'm reading the I'm reading the chat, and I was let in about that inside joke about the church funeral services. So I had a little bit of I had a dilemma, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a behind-the-scenes story as we'll have the games. Nope, we're not going to get the game's first penalty. I thought we were. I saw a stick on the ground. Oh, no, we are going to get the game's first penalty, and it's going to go against the Rock Lobsters. Let's take a look. I'm going to put 0 in here. I'm sorry, I'm making sure that everything is right. So, 2 minutes on the clock for this power play. Second best penalty kill, though, in the Continental Conference for the Rock Lobsters, and a great chance for these Zydeco to kind of bust out the measuring sticks to see if their power play is trending in the right direction. And now off the draw, Zydeco trying to sustain possession here as Sheehan leaving it across. That one will be played across out to the far boards. Pinned along by the Rock Lobsters trying to gain possession here into the far corner. That one gets bullied away, picked up, and cleared out by the Athens Rock Lobsters, going all the way back down into the Zydeco end. And now as Zydeco have possession, trying to gallivant a rush back either way. They'll play this one back. That one will be played all the way back into the Zydeco end, trying to reset for another rush. Not liking the first attempt, as Nick Catola now has it. He'll quarterback this rush back either way. He'll give it across, chipped back into the Rock Lobsters end, as Catola trying to throw a big hit, and just eluding that was 28, Brennan Ronan. Brennan Colgan now will play this one behind his own net, leaving it off for McGuire. McGuire playing this one back, leaving it back for Sharrock. Sharrock from the end boards, trying to guide this one across. Out to the near side as Dmitry Kuznetsov will pinch this one along and swat it along out to the far side. That gets taken away by the Rock Lobsters, trying to rush it back in the way short-handed. 2-on-2. They'll have possession, poke checked away, now back in the way. Here come the Zydeco. Into the Rock Lobsters territory, stopped up out to the end boards. Haggerty now has it. Haggerty trying to play this one across. Now trying to set up shop for the first time on this power play. They'll leave this one across. Out from the blue line. Giving it back. Out for Dmitry Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, top of the light circle with a shot, and that one will be played across as that one gets blocked. Out from the corner. Now out to the far boards. From the right circle. They'll give this one back out to the left circle. Zydeco trying to sustain possession here. That gets taken away as Dmitry Kuznetsov with a sharp angle shot on the front, and that one gets saved. Back the other way. Here come the Rock Lobsters. That one just harmlessly falls into the glove of Brennan Colgan as the power play is over. We'll skate 5 aside with 25 left to go on the clock. It'll just be easier if I do this. There we go. So 25 on the clock now. So as I was mentioning the church funeral services, when I first took over and I was first doing ads, it was last weekend as Drop of the Puck wins off for the Rock Lobsters. They'll play this one back into the end boards. And out from the far side, picked up now by the Zydeco with 15 seconds on the clock. Trying to gallivant a rush back in the way. That gets taken away by the Rock Lobsters. Drop pass out to the left circle and a shot, and it gets saved. And a rebound, and that one will be lifted high and wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco. 3 seconds left to go. Katola can just skate it out to center as Michael Greco tried to make sure that Katola didn't get a last-second shot off. I guess that story is just going to have to wait. After one period of play, your score, 1-0 for the Athens Rock Lobsters. Tell you what, when we get back, we'll get you a look at our out-of-town scoreboard as well as a recap of what happened here in period number 1. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here to Atkins Ford Arena. I apologize for bringing you guys back so abruptly. I know you guys were enjoying that one commercial break, but forgot to mention the Baton Rouge Zydeco are proud to be partnered with Badger Heating and Air, P&Z Concealed, Ascension Golf Carts, Bayou State Crown, and Lab. Now you all are free to move about the cabin and get yourself some popcorn, get yourself some Diet Bevy or regular Bevy. I know. Regular sometimes better than diet, but we'll get right back to you right after this with the out-of-town scoreboard.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
At Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake Benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me.
Y'all know what's coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care. Church funeral services.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time. And 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Does he think he's better than us? We'll find out. Think you're better than us with that fancy stick work, huh?
Buddy, watch this.
Yeah, you got good hands. But watch this. Let's get out of here, MJ.
Hey, I'm Dr. Donald.
Scott.
Come on in, Scott.
Thanks.
Scott, you ready? All right, you can have a seat right here.
All right, Scott. We're going to get you all fixed up today, okay?
A few moments later.
All right, Scott. Good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Donald.
You're welcome. Welcome to Advanced Dental Care, official dentist of the Zydeco hockey team. Whether you're a hockey player or not, we can give you the perfect smile.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Hey, welcome back. So you're going to be, you're a little bit tilted there, buddy. Nice to have you back. All right. So no out-of-town scoreboard for the FPHL because this is the only game that is being played right now. But I do have a little bit of a correction and a little bit of a tangent to go on. So the correction is Brennan Colgan wouldn't break his single-season record for shutouts because he already broke the league single-season record in shutouts at 7. And if I'm reading this right, he actually has 250 minutes straight without letting up a goal, and that's coming from my anonymous source. As me and this source were talking, they mentioned to me how much they like how I'm kind of partial for goaltenders. And, you know, there's a big reason why. I actually used to play goaltender. My dad taught me in street hockey to play goaltender. So I have a soft spot for goalies, and one occasion that I kind of maybe went a little bit too far, maybe not. It was a game in ACHA with the USC Trojans, and one of the goaltenders, Jonathan Kubiak, led up, I think it was 6 goals, but he had 60 shots against, over 60 shots against, and I posted on social media, oh, you know, goalie stood on his head, but just can't win them all, and everybody was like, all right, who gave the goaltender the login? So I'm very partial to goaltenders. That's why it's like you'll hear me on both sides just screaming, you know, if they make a big save. And I realize I need to make sure I'm screaming more for our side than it is theirs. But I always think goaltender is a thankless position. If you let one by, everybody's the first one to clamor at you, and if you're the first one to make the save, you know, that's it's like, oh well, you know, that's the goalie's job. Actually leads me to one of the comparisons that I have for Brendan Colgan. So his goaltending style, the way that he moves across the crease, he has this reverse RVH that is just so crazy to me that when I'm looking at him, he reminds me a lot of Henrik Lundqvist. And, you know, again, Hall of Famer, that's a big name to throw out. But the big reason why is that he commands the crease. When he is there, he takes a lot of liberties, kind of like Patrick Waugh, but unlike Patrick Waugh, he doesn't really cheat to one side or the other. He lets the flow of play dictate where he is going to end up. So if the puck's on the left side, he cheats a little bit more to the left side. If the puck's on the right side, he cheats a little bit more to the right side. That's just one thing that I noticed about Brendan Colgan and his play style, and it's working. It's paying dividend. And again,